Hi, and welcome to SimpleSpiritualityPH. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Regine. I am an intuitive, manifesting-based tarot reader. I am a certified Reiki healer and an overall lightworker. And before we dive into today's episode, I would like to invite everyone who would like to receive notifications on my new videos to please hit the subscribe button below. If you like this video later on, please give it your thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say hey, please do comment down below. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. Alrighty, so let's get to the meat of the video. Now today is a very interesting card deck. It's the first of its kind that I've seen, and I'm glad that I saw it. Apologies for my nails, by the way. I'm letting them rest from nail polish for a day or two. And so yeah, so this is one of the decks that I recently bought. I just did an unboxing of the White Newman Tarot, and I'll leave it linked up there. I bought these together, basically, and I bought them both on a whim. And if you watch my video on how to choose tarot decks, I'll leave it linked up there. You'll know that it's pretty easy to, or not pretty easy, well, yeah, easy, yes, but it's pretty fun to buy decks on a whim. But for me, I've gotten so well at choosing random decks on a whim that I really just trust my instincts with it. And I think that this one is going to be special because I also cook. I love cooking. I love eating, of course, but I also love cooking. And I do have some recipes and ramblings here, which I will also leave linked up there. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's dive into this baby, the Cook's Tarot, written and illustrated by Judith McKay Stirt. I hope I'm saying that right. So, it is a 78 tarot deck and guide using a culinary theme. I like that they said this, that compassionate meanings based on the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. So, compassionate. There is an emphasis on the word compassionate. So off the bat, if you know that your client is very sensitive, or you're going to have a very sensitive day, or you'll want probably to read more of the inner kind of energy that's going on, which actually is the essence of tarot, this will probably be a good deck. So off the bat, as you can see, it's a bigger deck than this. This is your traditional kind of deck size, but this is really huge. It's like a book already. So I wouldn't recommend to carry this box around because it is quite heavy, but I like that it's sturdy and it has ribbon to help you. It's magnetic, very luxurious, and it's very thick, as you can see. Inside, this is the author, Judith McKay. I don't know if you can see it. Shout out to you, girl. Thank you for creating it. So she was born and raised on the island of Jamaica, which is probably, since they highlighted it here, that might probably be seen in here as well. And let's go through it. So this is a big book. Okay, that's what it looks like inside. It looks like a set. It's pretty. And so, the Cook's Tarot. Our lives are not in the laps of the gods, but in the laps of our cooks. Very interesting, because you know that if someone hates you, they can easily poison you, you know. My mom always jokes about, just before we go through with it, my mom always jokes about her friend who has a husband who doesn't really ask about what the food is or anything like that. And one day, their doctor told them that, the doctor of the husband told him that, you know, your wife could easily poison you if you do anything wrong because you don't ask about your medicines, you don't ask about this and that. So yeah, very true, very true. So this is the booklet, and that is my dog, Miso. Miso as in the rice, fermented rice. So it's a standard deck, and it looks like this. I like that it's big because actually the bigger the booklet is, it's easier to hold, it's easier to handle. This is very interesting. So I just saw this now. She has descriptions for the things, for the key elements inside each card. So she gives emphasis to the female figure, for example, for the star. She gives emphasis to the running water. She gives emphasis to the cupcake with sparklers. So every element in the card actually does have its own message, which is actually the truth for all the cards. It doesn't matter what kind of deck it is. Every element adds to the message. So similar here to the Three of Wands, to the minor arcana, you have your fire, which is here. You have the compass, which is here. I don't know if you can see it. You have the oak leaf. I can't even see what the oak leaf looks like. You have your ship somewhere here. So it's a pretty standard, there's a lot of movement going on outside, guys. I'm sorry. You'll hear a lot of people. My dog probably running around. So, as you can see, you have your bibliography. Oh, I love that there is here decks. Okay, so pretty standard. We usually see, oh there, I was looking for this. We usually see like suggested card spread, so I didn't know that it was at the front. And yes, you have that. So yeah, pretty standard booklet. I appreciate that it's big so you can hold it very well. And I love the illustration. Without further ado, let's actually get to the cards. Set that aside. So here we are. When you first open it, it looks like this. The major arcana is separated from the minor arcana. Probably, one thing is probably to maximize the box. This is a very good way to maximize the box, you guys. So instead of making it thicker than it already is, they decided to do it in this way. But it's very interesting that the Four of Cups is the one that's in front of the minor arcana, because usually it's the wands. It's the wands, it's the cups, then the swords, then you have your pentacles. So we'll see what the arrangement is here. But do note that we did read at the back that this is a compassionate interpretation of the Rider-Waite. And so when you talk about compassion, it really flows through the area of the cups, which is the emotion. So let's first take a look at the major arcana. Here we go. So it does have plastic. I have not opened this yet. I haven't gone through flip through of it yet. Hear that crunch? That means it's very glossy. Some of them may have been stuck together. It's okay to do this, to kind of like wake it up. You can tell your cards, hey, I'm going to use you guys. This is what the back looks like. Let's see, reversible? No, not reversible. So, of course, you can always get a card in reverse, but it won't surprise you. So that's my point when I say non-reversible. And so here are the major arcana cards. Probably we can flip it over here so that we're not too distracted by the imagery. Okay, there we go. Let's have a look. And I can hear my dog shuffling up the stairs. I don't know, something's probably excited him. These cards probably excited him. Oh, this is cute. Ooh, look at her just pregnant and eating pomegranates. Just beautiful and like basking in the sun. He looks excited to eat the kebabs. Well, actually, you know, in the Philippines, this is what we call barbecue. We put them on a stick. We put meat, most likely pork. We put them on skewers and we grill them over charcoal. And we usually use soy sauce, calamansi, which is like a very, very small lemon/lime. Very potent though. And yeah, we grill them. I love how there's a depiction of like magic in his cape. I love how rustic these feel. It's a weighing scale, but notice that it's empty because justice is blind. even though you were on a scale, justice is blind. Ooh, interesting. What is this? Ooh, okay. Ooh, look at that. This looks like a scenery where everything, when all hell breaks loose is when a dog tries to get your dinner, the main dish on the table. Good thing Miso is pretty short. He actually looks like a corgi, but he's not a corgi. He's an aspen. So this is the star that we were looking at earlier, and the elements like the sparkling cupcake and the running water and the woman in the bathtub. Ooh, very interesting. Okay. Pearls. Like a celebration. Ooh. Are these ramps? They look like ramps. You guys have never tried a ramp, but I know what they are. I've never in my life tried a ramp. If anyone can tell me where to get ramps here in the Philippines, I would love you to bits. Oh, and this is the other one that we were seeing. Oh, that's interesting because I only noticed now that we've only moved on to the wands now. So I guess they were following the, what do you call this? The traditional sequence in the Rider-Waite card. Inclusion, very good. Ooh, my goodness. But I still think that the cups was deliberate. Kind of like one of those things which are deliberate but not really deliberate, like I almost feel like what they did was, okay, we have to divide the two, so we'll put these two together, and it just so happens that the cups is first. But we all know that that is no coincidence. There are no such things as coincidences in our world. And so, because it is a compassionate deck, it is rightfully so that the cups appear on the right-hand side as the first. Ooh. Look at her restraint. Oh, so the cups are here. I still stand by what I believe. Regardless. I love that there are pregnant women here too. Especially for the Three of Cups, which is a celebration in the traditional Rider-Waite. So that is the first set of cards. Let's put them aside and move to the second set, which is the cups, supposedly the cups, swords, and pentacles onwards. Let's take this off and let's give it a crunch. Ooh, crunch, crunch. A little squeaky, but that's fine. Look at the dog. This is a very powerful card, by the way. It's compassionate, but yes, it's very powerful. Look how he's ignoring everything. He's ignoring the signs of life for the dog. He's ignoring the celebration that's going on, and he's only focusing on the empty bowls in front of him. Spilled milk. I'm glad that finally someone made a card deck that had spilled milk for 5 of Cups. I appreciate this very much. Oh. 7 of Cups. Is this a bar mitzvah? I'm not well versed in Jewish religion or culture, although I do have cousins who are Jewish. So you do have a lot of elements of the traditional Rider-Waite here. Beautiful. This is the cover, the ace. Actually, I love this very much. Look at how there is both masculine and feminine in both of these. Look how cheeky she looks. Oof. These are skewers, by the way. Y'all know. Ooh, look at her having sushi. Like the boss that she is. Now we have the pentacles. Oh. This is making me hungry, to be honest. Okay, so some of them are stuck together. You are going to have to pry them out when you first receive your deck. Again, because of the glossiness. Okay, there we go. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, there we go. Page. Knight. Queen. And your King. And that's the entire deck. Now, oh, apologies. Okay, I'm going to join them together to create the one deck, and let's see if they are easily shuffled, easily shuffleable. Now, one of the good things, which I've been saying over and over again when it comes to unboxings, is when you, oh, they're pretty big, when you have a deck that is glossy, it's usually easier to shuffle, but I'm not quite sure with this. Wow, this is a huge deck. Okay, there we go. And okay, it's pretty easy to shuffle. My hands are just too small, but they are pretty easy to shuffle. Let's go another round. So they don't stick together, and that's actually the good thing about the glossy decks. They are quite easy to shuffle. One thing, so there, it's already in reverse. So one thing about this deck that I really, really do enjoy is that they have a rustic feel to them, and they have not just a compassionate feel, but actually a passionate feel or vibe with them. There's a lot going on, and if you aren't used to this kind of artwork, it might be difficult for your eyes to adjust, but thankfully I am used to this kind of vibe. And so it's easy for me to adjust, and it's easy for me to see the messages as well. Although that wasn't the case in the first few cards. But as you go through the deck, you'll be able to see the, You'll be able to see the meanings, and you'll be able to go more in depth with them. Actually, I love this card so much. She's like sitting back. But the expression in her face also says a lot, you know. So yeah, there are a lot of elements to this which are very reminiscent of the Rider-Waite. For example, here, the Emperor's got a cape and the bull going on. Where was the other one that I saw? There was one, oh, the sun also is very reminiscent of Rider-Waite, especially the baby with the golden curls. Usually the sun is all about hope and brighter days ahead, you know, traditionally. And so, yeah, there are elements which will help you to kind of ease into these cards if you're not an ace at tarot reading yet, or if you're not, if you haven't been a long-time tarot reader and you're still kind of making your way through the Rider-Waite. So this might be a good transition deck for you if you're at that place in your tarot life for that. I didn't expect them to be this big, but I do appreciate that they are this big, because for these kinds of readings, these are the kind of readings where you can just have one card and that would be enough. I actually do have one card readings. I offer one card readings, one card pulls, one question, one card pulls. I'll leave it linked down there. You can purchase them on SimpleSpiritualityPH or my Etsy shop. And for those, I think this will be a good card to have for those kinds of readings, you know? Let's see, the cardstock is very soft, but that's okay because when you put them all together, they are very sturdy. So this will definitely stand its own in your bag, but definitely if you want to have a lighter kind of way to carry them around, you'll have to transfer them to a tarot bag, which I also actually make on Simple Spirituality. Oh, sorry, on Simple Strands PH. And so I'll put them back. I don't think I divided them appropriately, but that's all right. Let's maybe put a couple of cards. So let's put the folder again. Yeah, there. That feels much better. So yeah, I like the box. I like the fact that the box has a string and it's magnetic. It's very luxurious to the feel, and this box will definitely protect your cards. So yeah, off the bat, these cards are great. They're very nice. They're very whimsical, but I would say that they are more for senior readers, even though they do have Rider-Waite illustrations or remnants of Rider-Waite elements within each card. They have kind of a complex kind of illustration. So it will be good if you are transitioning from a Rider-Waite to kind of like different kinds of cards, or if you want to further your intuitive side, because these cards are actually very intuitive. Because Rider-Waite does not have a lot of cards wherein you're cooking. Or actually, I don't think there is a card. The closest would probably be the Magician, but yeah, that's it. But these are wonderful. I would definitely use these for my one card pulls because they say a lot, and they're very rustic, you know, they just feel homey because of the cook, you know, and I love that they center around food. Food is nourishment, and tarot can be nourishment for the soul. And so yeah, I hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say hey, please do comment down below. If you'd like to receive notifications on my new videos, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you'd like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. And that's it. Stay happy, stay healthy. You know, check out this deck. It's pretty cute. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.